When the cattle come in October, and in the North program we generally have those cattle arrive in about the second week of October, and in the South they come in about the third week of October. The cattle come in, we ear tag them, we weigh them, and we sort them on the basis of weight and frame and flesh condition, because those cattle that obviously are bigger, more framier and heavier, they're going to eat more feed than those cattle that are lighter and smaller. And those cattle that are fleshier versus those that are thinner are going to have differences in feed consumption as well. We also assign a value to those cattle going in so that you have an idea of what those cattle would have brought if you'd sold them at that point. And that gives us an idea of profitability of those cattle and profitability of your management practices at the ranch and profitability in terms of breed type considerations when we kill those cattle. For example, this past year the cattle were worth about $420. We had about $300 in terms of total expenses. That would have been feed and processing and medicine, a little bit of interest and fees, for example, your Texas Beef Industry Council checkoff fees and TCFA feeder dues. And then we subtract those from the carcass value that we receive. All these cattle are sold in the beef on the rail on the basis of USDA quality grade and yield grade. And then they're priced accordingly. We subtract all the expenses from that total carcass value, and that determines what would be the net profit. This past year the net profit was about $65, so that $65 average is added to your original calf value, and that determines your check at the end of the program. We collect a lot of carcass information on the cattle. Of course, we've got information on carcass weight and dressing percentage and ribeye area and fat thickness, kidney, pelvic, and heart fat, USDA quality grade and USDA yield grade. And so there's a tremendous amount of information that comes back to you in terms of the carcass information. In terms of feed yard performance, we have information on average daily gain, in and out weight, days on feed, and the financial summary that we send you has a list of all the expenses plus the carcass value and the carcass price, and then also the net income that's generated from the program.